Hello everybody, this is a beautiful, beautiful day where I am. Hope you are having a beautiful day where you are. Today we are going to do a lesson in sitting, and part of it is observing lying down as well. So find a place where you can either sit on the floor, outside on the ground, or in a chair if that's most comfortable for you. And we're going to begin by just feeling how we're lined up, thinking about the distance between the right ear and the right shoulder, and the left ear and the left shoulder. And we're going to begin to do a movement where you're tilting the right ear towards the right shoulder and the left ear towards the left shoulder, and you're just observing what that feels like for you right now. You're not pushing into pain, so if you already have a level of pain, make the movement smaller and don't push into any more pain than what you already have. Otherwise, we're practicing the pattern of pain. So you can always make the movement smaller. Do not increase any pain, and just see what it feels like, how far down your body you feel the echo of that motion, and what side feels easier. Then you're going to lie down. And as you're lying down, imagine taking a bird's eye view. So you're looking down over yourself and you're trying to see here. Is the head literally on straight? Is the neck lining up with the rest of the spine? Or is the neck veering off to one side or another? You may feel a tilt, or you may feel like your nose is rolled, or your head is rolled, that your nose is turned a little bit to one side. And just observe whatever it is without trying to change it. And actually, let's roll our head from side to side to just feel. And we're going to compare this at the end, where we're just feeling, what does the neck rolling feel like for you right now? Is it smooth? Or are there some kinks? Again, you're not trying to push into pain. Make the movement smaller as you need to. Good. Store this away in your memory bank and find your way up to sitting again. Again, sitting where it's comfortable for you. If you need to be on a chair, sit on a chair. If you're comfy on the floor, do that. So this is great for a lot of people that sit during the day and you don't have access to lie down to do some movement work during the day. So this is perfect if you're in an office and you need to rebalance, especially if you have some neck difficulties. This is also great if you hold a lot of your stress in your neck and your shoulders, or if you've had a very emotional week and you literally need to get your head on straight. A lot of times when we're stressed out, we hold muscular tension and can throw our necks out. So this is a great one for rebalancing. So do these exercises with very light pressure, not pushing to the extreme, and we'll see where it goes. Right now you're going to imagine a point on top of your head. We're going to go back to the same movement that we did at the beginning of right ear towards right shoulder, left ear towards left shoulder, but you're thinking of inscribing an arc in the air with that point on top of your head. And again, the movement can be as small as you need to. Have it be. And you're breathing. Sometimes when we go smaller and we just go in the range where it's absolutely delicious, easy, barely any effort, you might get a nice big inhale and a release of stress or tension as the muscles soften. With this work, oftentimes less is more. more changes can occur, the more subtle movements we do, especially with heavy muscle tension patterns. The brain pays attention to very subtle shifts in pressure changes and subtle movements. Now we're going to shift our attention to the back of the head. You're going to imagine that there's like an old window and you've got a nice sponge on the back of your head, and you're going to rub the dust off that window by doing that side-to-side movement of ear towards shoulder, but you're thinking about now the back of the head. If you just freshly washed your hair, you could use the hair instead of the sponge because you'll clean up a lot of the dust that way. Good. And then resting here. Now we've moved the window to the front, and you're going to use your nose to draw a little arc in the air on the window. Again, staying in a range that is comfortable for you, and just feel what it's like. Good. Go ahead and rest. Now you're going to imagine that there is like the arm on the grandfather clock that swings from side to side. There's a pole, or that arm of the grandfather clock, hanging down from your chin. And you're going to, as you tilt your head side to side, think about how the arm would go with your head moving side to side. And just sense where the bones move from when you do this. It's a very different place when you think about a pole hanging down from the bottom of the chin and tilting your head than when you think about the point on top of your head. In fact, go back to that point. Release that pole from your imagination that was hanging from your chin and go back to the top of the head, inscribing that circle, and maybe it's changed a little bit where you're moving through the bones in your neck and in the rest of yourself. And then let that point on the top of the head go and just feel what it's like to tilt your head from side to side. Notice if anything's changed. Might feel a little looser, or more of the neck participating. You may actually feel part of your chest or your back moving. And let's have you guys rest on your backs. I will too. And just think of that bird's eye view again. Noticing how it feels, the distance between the ears and the shoulders. Check out the rolling of the head. The little twinge I had going to the right side.